It's back! After 3 weeks, the Range Rover is back and it's working perfectly. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what was wrong with it and how Land Rover sorted it out, because it wasn't exactly what you would call plain sailing. So you'll have seen in that previous video that I simply got in the car when it was broken and pressed the button up here to call Land Rover Assistance. And I was just going to test the process and see what happened. And a lot of things did happen. You'll have seen in that video that things were happening very quickly. The AA responded really fast. There was numerous calls from recovery firms and organising it to go to the garage and also organising a hire car, which I got within 24 hours pressing that button. And that was really impressive, but it was also one area in which it fell a little bit short. And that was because when I spoke to the guy at the AA, he said they request the hire car. They decide whether it's going to be in the workshop and whether you deserve a hire car. Of course, this car had complex issues. There was all sorts of warnings. So he said, yes, this would simply go in and you would get a hire car. But they don't have many on the fleet. That was correct. The following day I hadn't heard anything and I had been really busy at work, but they'd not got in touch with me and said, oh yeah, we've got a hire car for you. So I thought I'll give them a call and see where this is at, because I desperately need one. We're going into a bank holiday weekend and I only have a 2-seater Porsche for my entire family, which is not ideal. So I gave them a ring, and that was the first thing I want to say was really good about Land Rover Assistance, because I rang them off my mobile and said, I've broken down and the car's gone and I was told to get a hire car, but I've not heard anything. And the guy said, yeah, that's fine, I'll just have a look on the system. He could see the request had gone through and he said we were just looking to see if there was anything locally that we could send you. And there wasn't. The only thing was there was a Range Rover in Manchester or something, which was no good. So he said, instead what we'll do is I'll get in touch with Enterprise now and they will organise a premium luxury SUV vehicle to be delivered to your house, and they'll give you a call in the next hour. Pretty good. He said the only issue is if it's not a warrantable item, then the car will just be taken away. So I was panicking, thinking, well, if this is a 12-volt battery issue, they're not covered, and I'm going to get this car and I'm going to have it for a day, and then they're going to say, oh, it's not under warranty, you've got a 3-week wait on your car, and we're going to take away your Enterprise car. I was worried about that. But that never happened, and you'll find out later what exactly was wrong with the car and also how much it cost me to fix. So as I said, I was going into a bank holiday weekend and I was a bit worried because I didn't have a car that I could use for my family. And Enterprise did ring me back and say, we've got one and we can deliver it on Saturday. This was Friday afternoon. We can deliver it on Saturday. But we were already going out. And I was like, is there any chance I can come and get it? They're literally 6 miles down the road from me. And they said, yeah, you can pop down this evening and come and get it. It'll be ready. We're just getting it back. It's going to be cleaned and it's all yours. A Volvo XC60 plug-in hybrid, 350 horsepower. And it was quite a fun car to have. I did actually make a video on it, and then I deleted the SD card footage, so I don't actually have that video. Got a few drone shots up on the screen now, but it was a nice car. It was really nice. So hire car sorted. I was about to go and collect it, and then I had a call from the recovery firm. They told me that Land Rover had refused to accept the car. Land Rover at Pickering, a main dealer, where I was told when I bought the car that I could take it there, refused it. And I still don't know why that even happened. I've emailed them since to ask them why, and I don't know. And the recovery firm didn't know. They just point blank refused to take the car, and instead had conversations with the AA, and they ended up taking the car to Lloyd Land Rover at York, which was the same dealer franchise that I bought this from in Carlisle last year, which makes sense. The only thing is that's twice as far away. It's not as convenient for me. And when I bought the car, it was agreed that I could take it to any main dealer. That was my understanding. That's what it says in the warranty. But no, Pickering refused the car. And I thought, oh no, I'm going to go through a whole headache now, and I mean, it's going to create YouTube content, but Land Rover are just going to refuse this, and this warranty is not going to be worth the paper it's written on. But anyway, the car got delivered to Lloyd Land Rover in York. They called me to say they received the vehicle, they'd run some tests on it, and it was the 12-volt battery and the module that charges it that was at fault. So they were just going to wait for warranty to approve it, and then it would be going into the workshop in a week. All sounds pretty good. The only thing I was worried about is that if you actually look through your warranty booklet that comes with the car, 12-volt batteries are not included. And you can only imagine how much Land Rover charge for those. Yeah, hundreds of pounds plus labour on top. And then it comes back to the thing of enterprise. So he said that it would come and take the car away if it wasn't under warranty. So I was panicking, thinking I'm going to end up with a massive bill paying Land Rover's labour rates for something I could have swapped myself. The enterprise car is going to be taken away, and instead of doing the battery myself and having the car back with me, I'm going to be waiting for them to sort it out, and it's going to be weeks without a car, and this is just going to be a headache. But thankfully, none of that actually happened. And Lloyd Land Rover were really quite good during this whole process. And I appreciate they're very busy, so 3 weeks is probably quite a long time. But by pressing that button, you jump the queue, you get straight into the workshop. If I'd just rung up and tried to book it in, it probably would have been months before they could have even looked at it. So that's a really good tip. If you've got a broken down Land Rover, use Land Rover Assistance, jump the queue, get it straight to the main dealer and get it sorted. So Lloyd Land Rover sorted out the whole thing. When they rang me in 3 weeks' time to say, the car is ready to be collected and, you know, just bring your enterprise car in, leave it with us and drive home in your car, I was immediately suspicious. I'd not heard back from them as to whether it was included under warranty. They said they would wait for the warranty to get back to me, and then I would find out, and then it would go into the workshop or whatever. I'd have to sign something, I don't know. But I was just waiting for that phone call, and the next phone call I got was, the car's done. I thought, this doesn't seem good. This doesn't seem right. The thing is, with warranty and insurance, the experiences I've had in the past are not good. And usually there's a clause that comes to bite you. And these warranties are not worth the paper they're written on. And insurance as well, it's all just a bit of a con. So I was worried. And I was immediately skeptical about how easy that was for them just to ring up and say, yep, it's all good to go. Just drop your enterprise car in. Didn't even have to vac it out. And yeah, you can drive away in yours. I was unfortunately away at Millbrook, so my wife went through instead, and I was filled with anxiety for the entire day, thinking she's going to turn up there and get lumped with a bill, or there was going to be some dispute over the fuel level in the hire car or the cleanliness of the hire car or anything. I was just really, really worried that something was going to go wrong. But thankfully, it didn't. When she turned up to collect the car, she got sat down, they went and picked the car up, they gave her the key, and they handed her this. And on this, it shows a total due of 0. There was no discussion about warranty, about whether it was or it wasn't. They just sorted it. There was no stress, no drama. Everything was included. Things that probably shouldn't be included were just done. The 12-volt battery failed because of the module that charges it. So they did the module and they did the battery. I'm assuming because the battery died because of that, it all did encompass and come into the warranty. But it is something that you imagine a lot of car manufacturers would try and get out of. And I'm just so glad that I have proved that going to a main dealer and getting this warranty through them was the best thing I could have ever done. Because the whole process, from start to finish, was seamless. Yes, it took a little while longer. It's a bit of a shame that the car never went to my local Land Rover dealer and instead went twice as far away and I had to go and collect it. The only way this could have been improved is if that hire car could have been delivered that evening to me and the car could have been delivered from York back to my house. Because ultimately it broke down in Filey and we had to drive from York to return it. But a 0 cost invoice. And not only that, they'd cleaned the car as well. So it basically broke down and got washed for free. So there we are, Land Rover Assistance and their warranty. It works. And it's proof that I made the right decision by going and buying one of these cars through a main dealer and getting that warranty, because I knew that if I did have an issue with the car, I needed the most robust warranty possible. I've heard numerous horror stories about third-party warranties, including big ones like Warranty-Wise just refusing to pay out. When you consider some of those warranty packages on cars like this are around £150 a month, you really do need to know that when you press a button or you give them a call about a breakdown, everything is sorted out. And I think this video is pretty much proof that going to a main dealer is exactly what you want to be doing if you want to drive a Range Rover like this one. I really love this car. I really want it to be good, and I want to bring you guys along with me and share this journey, because it may not be as smooth as I hoped for, but hopefully it's given some people some ideas on what happens when they do go wrong. And if you go to a main dealer, this is how it's handled. Really well, as it turns out. So yeah, big shout out to Lloyd Land Rover. Thank you so much for sorting my Range Rover out, and thank you all for watching. It's Friday today. This is a bonus upload because on Sunday, I've got one of the biggest uploads on my channel so far. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss that, because it's more Range Rover content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.